With that said, what we're going to do is we're going to begin building a couple of corrective shapes for that jawbone. First off, the one we're going to need is when the jawbone opens. So if we go in and we select the jawbone and just show in a rotate mode, rotate down, the teeth are coming out of the top of the lip. And from side to side, we're also going to need some. You can see that the teeth are pushing through the side. So what we're going to really need is 3 corrective shapes so that we can blend them all together and have them all working together so that when we rotate the jaw around, the mesh is already correcting itself for running into the teeth and trying to stop that collision. In doing that, we'll get much more range of motion. Right now we have very little range of motion before it starts to crash into it. And what we'll be able to get is the sort of faking the upper lip sliding over the teeth on the inside and the jawbone and everything. To start that process, we're going to start by copying our default shape over and over and over again so that we've got targets that we can work with. This one is going to be called correct jaw open, so we know what its purpose is. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go in and add this object immediately to the morpher. Say pick from scene, add it to the morpher. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dial it up to 100. I want to turn on automatically reload targets. What this does is allows me to be able to model this target and watch what the results are on the final character. I'm also just going to hide off all the rig that I don't need to see right now. Oops. And yeah, and the control object. Oh, I'll leave the control objects on because I think I'm going to change a bit of that. I'm going to remove the head tilt back from the animation. So now we just have jaw open. What we can do now is we can go into the target shape and we can go about setting up a corrective shape. So I'm going to use soft selections, which are just about the best thing going in Max for creating morph targets. I'm going to turn up the soft selection with the vertex picked in the middle of the upper lip. And you can see I'm getting a more and more of an area here. I'm going to change to view for the... and you can see when I pull on the shape, you can see it updates automatically on the morphing on the original because we have automatic updates on. Now one of the problems with the soft select is pulling on the bottom lip. So it's best to use the edge distance. And what the edge distance will do, I'll turn it about 5 or 6, somewhere around there. What it does is it actually traces the edge distance for the soft select. And now when I pull on the upper lip, you can see the lower lip isn't moving, so we don't have that problem that we didn't want. And what I might want is a couple of these vertices where it's crashing the most. And I'm going to start trying to correct some of this and make it look like it is actually sliding over that surface. So corrective shape. Might look something like that. It helps actually fix the jaw, so when it opens, we're going to actually drive 2 things with our control object. We're going to drive this morph target up, and we're going to drive the jawbone down. Now what we can do is we can try and do a few more fixes here. It looks like we're not getting a really nice curve in the lips anymore. So that's a matter of going in and trying to adjust our shape so that we actually get the look that we're going for. And it's just a matter of playing around now. And this is part of the problem with using this system in production, is that it takes time to work with it and make it work nicely and make it work together, as opposed to doing a complete targeted targeted system that is absolute targets, where you just